Hello everyone. So today we are going to start with the lesson 1.1, that is life of unit 1. So this is the poem. Now in this poem, the poet has described the point life in a very different and a unique manner. So let's see what it is. I just hope the textbooks are there in front of you. So I'm just explaining the poem and you have to just listen to the explanation very carefully with attention. So now, what is life? Life is something which we are living. God has given us life and we are living that life. Now this poem is very motivating and inspiring and it is optimistic. Now what do we mean by optimistic? Optimistic means where we are hopeful that one day success will come to us. Now in this poem it is said that life is a reality and not a dream. Whatever we are living, it's a real life. It's not a fiction. So the sages from the ancient times, they have been telling us that life is a reality and not a dream. Now here, the time, it keeps on flying. What do we mean by that? It keeps on flying. So the time, the seconds, the days, the months, the years, they keep on flying one after the other. So are we staying in that same position? No. We are living day by day, growing day by day and grooming ourselves at every second time. So what does the poet exactly wants to tell us? That life, it consists of happiness as well as sadness. And that's why he said the time keeps on flying. Now why it is happiness and why it is sadness? So there are many incidents which take place in our day-to-day life. One day is we are very happy and after some 2-3 days there is something which has gone wrong and we feel very sad. Does it happen with you? Yes, of course. See, for example, it may be one fine day you just got up, means you are not in a mood to go to the school and your mom is scolding you. You know, she is continuously scolding you. She forced you to get up, she forced you to get ready and she forces you to go to the school. You are not in a mood. You reach to the school in time. And after reaching to the school, you have found that you have forgotten to bring your homework book. And there the maths teacher started shouting at you and screaming at you. Then you have very sad and very upset with the things, how it is being going on right from the time you got up from your bed. Next again, like it's a PT period and you went to the ground and you just, while playing, you just fell down and you got hurt very badly. Again, there is something where your mood goes off. So that day itself was very wrong for you. That means somewhere you were very upset, somewhere you were very sad. But is it that every day the same thing is occurring in your life? No. Because there are days when there is happiness also. So all of a sudden, you receive an invitation of your uncle or someone that it's the birthday and you are invited over there. So that moment is a very happy moment for you. That is why life is happy as well as sad. That is why it is said that time flows, time keeps on flowing. You know the proverb, time and tide never waits for anyone. Yes, children? Yes, I hope so you have heard this proverb. Time and tide never waits for anyone. So the same way, this is the life. You were born as a little baby and now you are in 9th standard. Did the life or your growth has been stunted anywhere in these years? No. You have been growing day by day and year by year. So sometimes the life is very merry, happy and cheerful. And sometimes it is the clouds of gloom What do we mean by clouds of gloom? Gloom means here sadness. So here I will relate this poem to the present situation which we are facing, that is Karuna. Now what is this? Just because of Corona we are in the lockdown period, and just because it's a lockdown period you are at home and attending online classes. But do you think this will continue the entire year through? No. So let's hope that after 2 months, 3 months the schools will start and you will be able to attend the school, and then you will be very happy. Now what does it mean? Corona is there. At present we are facing the situation. But is it that we have given up? No. Is it that people have become very serious, very sad? No, not at all. We are living with Corona. That means we are living with courage, because we have to overcome this difficulty or this obstacle which has come in our life, and this has come all of a sudden. Were we prepared for this right from the beginning itself? No. It was all of a sudden that on 14th March you were asked to go home, and from 17th March we are facing this lockdown. Till today we are in the lockdown period only. But did the schools give up? No, the schools did not give up. They have come up with some solution for you, and that is online classes. That itself says that we have to face life. We have to overcome the difficulties which we are facing. That itself is known as life. That is why it is said that life is a reality and not a dream. Now during this Corona period, every day in the news we are listening, in the newspapers we are reading that someone or the other, everywhere, every nook and corner of the world, someone or the other has passed away. Some are dying, some are suffering, some are in the hospital. So their relatives are going through that pain. Their near and dear ones are going through that pain. They are suffering because why? Their own dear ones, the loved ones, are facing that problem. And some have died. But do you think in the family, a person who has died, that family stops meeting other people or living life? No, children. They have to live life. They have to move ahead. So there will be many problems such like that. Now you are in 9th standard, you will be growing up, you will go to 10th. Then after 10th you have to choose a career. Then after 12th again you have to think over now what side you have to take. So every now and then, at every step, you are going to face the problems. But then what it is said, that is why the poem is motivating and inspiring and optimistic, because we have to face life with courage, with brave, and move ahead, because better days will be ahead. Whatever is there today, tomorrow it won't be there. After 2 days, definitely it won't be there. But it will move on, and you are going to experience a very better life ahead. But that doesn't mean that once the problem has come into your life, then you have to give up. You have to give in. What do we mean by give in? Now give in means facing that obstacle. Now one more example I will give you and make this poem very much clear to you, that you are staying in one particular society, and in that same society there is a family where the death has taken place, and in the other family there is a marriage of their elder son. So what is the scenario in both the houses? In one house it is sadness, in other house it is the happiness. So that's what is life. But do you think the person in whose family that sadness was there, they are going to be sad all the time? They cannot live life? No, because God has given us that much strength. He has made us so firm and strong that we do get up and we move ahead, because that is a part and parcel of our life. That is what is known as life. We normally say life is a bed of roses. But yes, roses, but along with roses the thorns are there. That itself are known as the difficulties in life. Now, exactly this poem focuses more on hope. Now, what do we mean by hope? Hope means ummeed. You know that Hindi word ummeed? We always say ummeed pe duniya kayam hai, isn't it? Because that is what is keeping us going. And that's why see the sentence in the poem children. Death steps in and takes away our best. What does it mean? Death has come into your house, into our house, into a person's house, and it has taken away the near one of that family. But still the hope is there. The hope is there, and the hope is how? It is like a rubber band, because the more you stretch, it gets stretched more and more. That is why it is said elastic. Hope is like an elastic with the golden wings, because on hope only the entire world is surviving. Now, because of this corona, people are saying, the scientists are working, the doctors are working on it, and the vaccine is going to come into the market. What is that? So you and I, we all are hopeful that one fine day that vaccine will come, everybody will take that vaccination and the things will get to normal. So what does it mean? Hope. That we all are hopeful, and we are hopeful. Why? Because we know that one fine day there will be success. So never play with life, because life is very precious and it comes only once. See, in life there are no retakes. Normally the young children, you know, what you all do? You all do some stunts on the bikes, on the cycle. You imitate some heroes and all, then you fall down, then you injure yourself. Because when you see them on the screen, it's very thrilling for you. It's very exciting. But what does the sages and what does everyone say? That life is reality and it's not a dream. So we cannot play with life. I just hope, children, that you have understood the concept of the word life, of the word hope, and the time flies and we have to overcome all the obstacles with courage and move ahead so that we get success. That's what the poem talks about. It is motivational, it is inspirational poem. Thank you, children.